Hello, folks. This is A Automotive Reviews. Today we have here the Mustang Mach-E. Now, the Ford Mustang Mach-E efficiency has its trailing competitors. And now the competitor being the Tesla Model Y. Now, for a first attempt, the Ford Mustang Mach-E is shaping up to be a pretty damn good EV, even though not exactly on the revolutionary side. Still speaking strictly from a powertrain point of view, the Tesla Model Y looks to be a far better choice. Let's take a closer look into that. Now, according to the model headlines, the electric crossover from Tesla has a share of problems, but it has nothing to do with the ability to drive. Well, in some cases, that depends on how important it is to keep a roof over your head while you're driving, because in China, the roof on the Tesla just popped right off. However, lately, though, we feel as though the infamous build quality mishap of the Model Y have begun to die down, which could either mean that the Tesla has managed to iron them out so it can get a better public image, or the public has grown tired of them, so the media just stopped offering the coverage. Either way, it's good news for Tesla. Now, another piece of good news is it comes by courtesy of the Environmental Protection Agency, known as EPA. In its detailed ratings for the Ford Model Y competitors, Elon Musk says the Tesla ultimate aim is to help with the industry complete the transition to electricity. But judging by how desperately it defends its top position, if you look at everything that's going on with the Porsche Taycan, the Lucid Air, you can feel as though remaining on top is very, very important for Tesla. And, well, however, if you look at the Ford Mustang Mach-E, it won't be much of a threat to Tesla because the EPA figures. Now, the Blue Oval EV shows it has the longest range for any of the Mach-E version, which is what you see here is 300. And then when you look closer, that 300, of course, being 483 kilometers, it's 26 miles, shy of the Tesla 326 range. So the Tesla Model Y long range all-wheel drive offers that at 326. So you can imagine what the rear-wheel drive would offer. It would be a lot more. And the Mach-E rear-wheel drive is trailing it at 26. So, and not only that, but the Tesla is also 75 kilowatt hour battery beats the 100 kilowatt hour battery that's located in the Mustang Mach-E. So according to EPA, the Mach-E version with the lowest range is the all-wheel drive model with the standard battery option and 211 mile range. Now, you fit the extended battery, and that figure could jump to 300. And we talked about it earlier in between these two. The standard battery, the wheel-wheel drive version with the 230 miles, and the extended battery all-wheel drive version with the 270 miles. Considering the battery capacity and the range figures, it's clear that the Ford Mustang Mach-E suffers from poor efficiency based on that criteria. Now, the Ford EV is below many of the competitors with the best combined miles per gallon. Now, the value being at 95, by comparison, the Tesla Model Y range is 127. Where Erie is the leader in this regard is the Model 3, which is at 141. So that's where we have it. That's where we have it, folks. We have the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Efficiency has it trailing behind competitors, and especially the Model Y. Now we see the competitors being the Volkswagen ID4, which Mustang is ahead of, and however, the ID4, of course, is the automatic, and electricity being 250 mile range. So the Mach-E has Volkswagen beat at least. Now let's take a look at some of the Mach-E picks. Let's talk about the interior. You have the nice navigation system. And one thing about the Mustang Mach-E is that you have also the instrument cluster in front of the steering wheel, which you don't have in Tesla. And you have the chrome paddles. You have the nice Bang & Olufsen sound system. You have the floating volume controller right here, right in the middle of the display. Now, to me, it seems like the one thing to I always like the mouse, or how you go right, left, and just like in the BMW, where you can control it through the mouse instead of touching the screen, because it's hard to touch the screen when you're turning and driving, and you have to be still at the red light to actually touch the screen and actually feel comfortable doing it. So with that in mind, I don't know why I mentioned that, but again, you have the nice HVAC system. You have the small thin vents, which is another sign of luxury, and that's what the Mustang Mach-E has. You have the nice interior space for 5. You can't beat it. And then you have the nice panoramic roof, the roof line, which is definitely nice. I mean, then you have the charging port. Mustang Mach-E can go from anywhere from 48,000 all the way up to 60,000. It depends how you option a particular crossover. So it depends what you get on it. But again, that's the nice panoramic roof, which we have here, which is definitely nice, folks. And then you have the nice cooler. The I call it a cooler because you can put ice in there and you can put a cooler in there, and that's definitely something different. And you can also drain it. And you have the front, and then you have the trunk, which is definitely nice. Nice profile. Of course, this is probably the standard wheels, and what you see here is the option wheels. And again, of course, that's the charging port. And again, you see it right underneath the lighting, which is definitely nice. And again, that blue color is just epic. Definitely, you're not going to be able to beat that as far as. And then we have here, of course, you have the trunk space. You have also the beautiful woman coming out, to get into the car, which is just, straight up awesome. And you have the nice, you have a nice, good trunk space because the battery and everything else is located underneath the car. Or must I say the SUV? Or must I say correctly the Mach-E? And definitely epic. You have. Now, the Mach-E in itself. Now, it's been like 1/2 century since Ford, has passed, since the Ford Mustang decided to, go on a different version and create a SUV and call it the Mustang Mach-E. And so for years, it's been free from extra versions, and that's basically for 55 years, which is a long, long, long time. So now the Mach-E being, something, a quite epic invention, basically. And it carries the Mustang spirit, and that's the whole purpose of it. From the design to the side wheels, the arches. Actually, it was a total different shaped vehicle, and they just took out the Mustang and they said we need to make this attractive. We need to pull the Mustang alongside of it, and we need to, redo everything. So they redid the hood, redid the side of it. They arched the back to give it the Mustang look back here. So they did some awesome things to it, and that's what made it, which made it into what we see today, the Mustang Mach-E, which we feel is going to be a bestseller. As far as I know, I believe they're sold out. So if you want one, you're not going to be able to get one because all of them are spoken for for the 2021 model year. So it is definitely going to be hard. Now, different things have been said about the Mach-E and what the Mach-E has to offer and what it does for Ford Mustang. I mean, as you look at it, you see that there's no door handles, and the door handles actually is located in the pillar here. It's actually you can't see it, and it's also located in the back. And then there's a mechanism so you can't slam your fingers and get your fingers broken. It's a mechanism that stops it from being closed once when it's unlocked. It has so it doesn't jam your fingers in there. So you got some cool technology in this. And again, you have the Mustang icon in the front, and you have the signature headlamps too. And again, one of the pillars for the Mustang Mach-E is the infotainment system. And you have the rotary dial for the gear selector. This is definitely nice. You have the Bang Olufsen sound system. Power locks. Definitely epic, folks. Stitchery. Of course, this is a first edition. And again, a blue epic color, which is definitely nice. And then you have the tail lamps too, which is the signature Mustang tail lamps. So you have a great setting, and it looks really good when it's moving at highway speeds. And definitely you have the white color. And a charging port. But again, what makes it different is that it's not in the same place. It's still trailing behind the Tesla Model Y. So the Ford Mustang Mach-E efficiency has its trailing behind it, but it's doing a good job. So I'm sure there's going to be different upgrades as the years go by. And it's also supposed to have, you're supposed to be able to get upgrades too through the Mustang Infotainment, which is the Sync 4 system. So guys, this is Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Again, this is the Mustang Mach-E in the epic blue color, which we see here. And have an awesome day.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.